Welcome to this tutorial and example of Unearthed the Board Game. In the box you get a set of rules, the board, the spinner, some player pieces and the cards. To set up the game, each player selects a piece. These are then placed onto the start square. Take the cards and place the artifact cards in the artifact box and the trivia cards in the challenge box. Take the spinner and place it in the middle of the board. The aim of the game is to get around the board as quickly as you can whilst collecting as many artifact cards as you can. Player 1 spins the spinner, so they advance one space. They have landed on an artifact card, so they pick one card up from the artifact deck. All artifact cards have a QR code on the front of them which you can scan to learn more about that artifact. The card is then placed in the area in front of them. Player 2 spins the spinner and lands on 2, so they advance 2 spaces. Blank spaces just mean your go ends. Player 1 spins and lands on a 5. They move 5 spaces and land on another artifact card, so they take another card from the deck and place it in front of them. Player 2 spins and gets a 1. They have landed on a whole space. This means another player must read them a trivia question. If they get the answer correct, they receive the reward. If not, they receive the consequence. In this case, player 2 gets the question wrong, so they must receive the consequence, which in this case is moved backwards 4 spaces. Player 1 spins the spinner and lands on 3. Blank space, there go ends. Player 2 spins and lands on a 3, again, there go ends. Player 1 lands on a 1, which is a whole space, so they must be read a trivia question. In this case, player 1 gets it wrong, so they must receive the consequence. Player 2 spins and lands on 2. They advance 2 spaces. Player 1 lands on 6. They advance 6 spaces, and they've landed on another whole space, so they must be read another question. Once again, player 1 gets it wrong, so they must receive the consequence. If you move back after a trivia question, then you may not collect the reward you land on. Player 2 has landed on another whole space, and they must be read a question. In this case, they got it correct. Now, if you move forward due to a reward on a trivia question, then you may collect the artifact reward. In this case, player 2 does, and she gets the bust of Nefertiti. Player 1 spins and lands on 6. They land on an artifact card, so they place it in the area in front of them. In this case, it's the Rosetta Stone. Player 2 spins a 2, and player 1 spins a 2. Now that player 1 has gone around the board once, that we start the scoring. Now the first person to reach the end of the board gets 6 points, second person 5 points, third person 4 points, fourth person 3 points, fifth person 2 points, and sixth person 1 point. Now you've got your original score, you add on the number of artifacts to your score. So player 1 had 9 points and player 2 had 6 points. So in this case, player 1 has won the game. That is how you play Unearthed the Board Game.